coming harder than ever, and I can't go back.
YouTube, welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy Sean 2 Trim, and I know it's been a month since I last uploaded a video, but I'm back ready to react. I'm back ready to play these video games, man. Today we will be reacting to Shedeur Sanders just did exactly what the NFL was terrified of. Now, in my absence, there has been a lot that's going on, especially in terms of the NFL draft. Shedeur Sanders, who was considered to be either the top quarterback or the second best quarterback in the 2025 NFL draft, somehow, some way, slipped all the way down to the 5th round to pick 144. Let that sink in. The second best quarterback known to be in the draft slipped all the way down to the 5th round. Come on, man. We had quarterbacks like Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, whatever the Saints quarterback name is, getting drafted before Shedeur Sanders. And what I didn't like was teams were just openly passing on him like they didn't need a quarterback. So, I mean, not getting drafted in the 1st round, okay, there's some speculation. Not getting drafted in the second round, and then we get to the 3rd round, that name still ain't been called. 4th round, and finally 5th round, a pick 144. The Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We're gonna get some knowledge today, chat. We're gonna get some knowledge today.
Yeah, I would do everything I can to start either Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel this year. I would only start Joe Flacco or Kenny, and probably Joe if, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. And if you're Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Barrow, their head coach and general manager, you go, hey, if one of these two kids starts, we're going to get fired. If it's that bad throughout the preseason. So I think Joe is just there certainly for comfort.
Well, yeah.
12 look good on him, though.
I guess that's what it is. I just be myself every day. You know, I can't control what's external. I can only control what's internal.
But with that, Shedeur, how do you block all that stuff out and be a football player?
By doing what my dad raised me to do since I was like 5 years old.
So really the entire slide in the draft was not Shedeur's fault at all. The NFL caused everything that happened to happen, and Shedeur literally had a perfect rookie minicamp. And I'm not even just talking about on the field, because there's no pads. That stuff doesn't matter. I'm talking about what he said to the media, being a leader, not engaging with anyone trying to bait him into doing something for his ego, brand, or clicks. He has been completely locked in on just football and the team. And this is the agenda that the NFL has set out, because at first it really seemed like the league wanted to see this dude fail, and he put him in a position with a much harder path than a lot of his peers that he should have been taken ahead of. And Shedeur's name, as I mentioned, is just so huge. He turned just a rookie minicamp into one of the biggest storylines of the NFL over the last week by himself. I really do think the only reason why Shedeur fell so much is media attention. Could you imagine if he and Dylan Gabriel switched spots last year? If Gabriel played at Colorado and Shedeur played at Oregon? Which one do you think would have been more successful?
Ain't no question.
I think the answer is
like rumors about just any and everything. He didn't have good meetings. The NFL wanted to keep the ratings up for the draft, so they purposely held him back to not get drafted till the 5th round because they wanted viewership for all 4 days. And it's just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And people are surprised that he's a 5th round pick getting this much traction. The 5th round pick is getting more traction than the 1st round pick. Number 1, Cam Ward, which I love. I love Cam Ward. But Shedeur is getting more publicity and more traction than Cam Ward. Let that sink in. 5th round pick, by the way. Let that sink in.
Like, I'm tired of people still bringing up and talking about his pre-draft interviews, all of that stuff, and all the outside noises behind him now. Now it's time to just focus on football. There was even a clip where Sanders was kneeled down for a photo, and Judkins did the wrist up thing, and Shedeur barely even cracked a smile or acknowledged the joke. And I love that out of him, because any of that stuff, all it's going to do is put a chip on Dillon Gabriel's shoulder, and it's going to make the two become enemies competing against each other rather than teammates learning and helping each other out. Alright, before I continue on with this video and everything I want to talk about, with the schedule now being released, I have a deal for you guys.
You actually get lied to by everybody in your life because nobody wants confrontation. People don't like it. Your wife doesn't, your kids don't. So the big brash bully, the top sales guy, the egomaniac, Bobby Knight in his prime, never got an honest opinion because he intimidated people. So you're much better having relationships where you ask questions. You don't always have an opinion, where people feel free to criticize you, and that will give you a more honest appraisal of who you truly are and what you need to accomplish.
This is actually one of the few Colin Cowherd clips that I agree with. Shedeur definitely did not have a very fair NFL draft evaluation, and it showed. Shedeur never did anything wrong. Deion never actually did anything wrong, even if some of the things that he said have been perceived a certain way. I know he once said he wanted to coach his son in the NFL, and I don't know if some staff members were scared of their jobs being on the line or something, but really the fall was ridiculous. But hey, for the Browns, it worked out because now they have a potentially free...
That's the thing. People are pulling up tweets and like old tweets that Deion had tweeted maybe a couple or a few years ago. I think it said, if I'm a QB, I'm trying to stay out of Cleveland, or just some different things like that Deion has said that probably could have contributed to Shedeur getting drafted earlier than he was supposed to. And it just sucks, man. They're not looking at the things that they're supposed to be evaluating when they're trying to find a quarterback. They're looking at a Hall of Fame dad potentially trying to take their job if they're not doing a good job just to coach his son. And I don't think that's fair to Shedeur at all.
First-round talent that they got in the 5th round. Let's take a look at some more clips.
Shedeur Sanders yesterday. So the coverage in Cleveland on a rookie minicamp is insane.
Over the top. Yeah.
It's great. Zach Jackson, you know Zach, right? Who covers the Browns. So Zach was on our show yesterday talking about Shedeur Sanders. He said, you know, for what it's worth, with no pads and no defense, he thought in terms of arm talent, he looked way better than Dillon Gabriel. He said it wasn't even close.
True. As a Cleveland media guy, I myself definitely have to say thank you to Shedeur Sanders for the primetime effect. You all are crazy and maybe the most loyal fan base I've ever seen. But as for Shedeur, he really did catch the attention of everyone and turned heads at rookie minicamp. I saw some hilarious tweets on social media about it, and the battle between him and Dillon Gabriel is going to be intense over the next few months. Let's get to some more clips.
Not have a long leash or a lot of time to prove that he's the quarterback for this team for years to come.
I guess that's true based on the place that he was drafted. But if he had been drafted in the 2nd round, we'd be talking about him right now as the starting quarterback of this team. And he's the same guy, right? He didn't play a football over the last 3
He wasn't drafted in the 2nd round.
No, I understand that.
That's the thing. It's like, be legendary.
We know he wasn't drafted in the 2nd round.
I don't know if he makes the team this year. I don't know if we could say that. He's the 5th round pick who was the 4th quarterback on the depth chart right now. And the same insular world that told him to be legendary in your 1st round pick and don't be a combine workout guy and don't do the Senior Bowl and don't do it. I would hope someone is like, all right, let's reset this and say it's going to be a little different right now. The path has changed, and everyone's assuming that that their light has gone off and he's going to just come in and just be like, all right, I'm going to be a backup, be seen, not heard. I want to do everything I can to make this team. We don't know that. Well, so I think it's, yes, his ability. That was all along. It's what's reality, and if he gets to Browns camp and isn't willing to be the first one in, the last one out, and isn't willing to prepare the others like Dillon Gabriel will, we don't even know if he's going to make it for week 1.
I agree with some of the things that were said here, and I also have a problem with some of it as well. I do think if Shedeur was drafted in the 1st or 2nd round, he would be viewed as a starter, but now that he's a 5th, it is true that he has to make the team. But come on now, the NFL is a business. I know winning is very important and is the whole point of everything, but ultimately it's about money, and you know who's going to make this league a ton of money? It's Shedeur Sanders. He is that guy. He's great for business, and on top of that, he does show up ready to put in work. He is the first one in and the last one to leave. It was already reported that he was doing that at rookie minicamp, so what makes you think that that's going to stop all of a sudden? He has a big chip on his shoulder, and he has something to prove. And one thing that ESPN was completely forgetting to talk about there was the fact that the Browns' goal this upcoming season is not to win a Super Bowl. It's to build a new foundation and to get these young guys going. And if Shedeur rolls out there and sucks, then so be it, because the Browns are positioned to get 2 top 10 picks next year. And then if Shedeur does do good and he performs, then also great, both for the Browns and for him. But yeah, overall, the Shedeur hate has to stop. The criticism has to stop. All he's done is put in work. He's laid low. He's done everything that he was supposed to do. And he has been taking the NFL by storm ever since getting drafted. The Browns just finally found out their official schedule today. And man, the first few weeks is absolutely brutal. I made a video that I released a few hours ago. Make sure to go check that one out, where I reacted to the schedule and all that stuff. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video. It is going to be so much fun to cover Shedeur Sanders over the next few months. You guys seem to love it. Thank you all so much for your unwavering support. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and then let me know what you would like to see next. Until then, I will see you all later.
W video, man. W video, W video, W video. Like I said, man, it's crazy that this happened, that this had to happen to Shedeur, but I'm ready to see what the product is going to be like, man. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what he's gonna put out. Do I think he's gonna start this season? There may be a possibility that he starts this season. Probably in the middle to the latter half of the season, I could see Shedeur starting for the Cleveland Browns. And that's just me, as a fan and as a fan of Shedeur Sanders. I mean, do you have much of an option, man? Put him out there, man. He already has a connection with the fans. It's people coming over just solely a Shedeur fan that's a Cleveland Brown fan because Shedeur is on the team. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Put him out there, man. Put him out there and see what he can do. But if you enjoyed today's video, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if there's any video that you would like to see me react to, leave it down in the comment section or DM me on Instagram, man. It's been your boy, Sean Too Trim, and I'm back, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.